Hello. God, this is going to sound moany, this video. I took a break from, I don't know if I even took a break on purpose from TikTok, but I stopped looking at it because the way my algorithm was set up, there was a lot of Thai stuff. And the thing is, it was so-called experts, these kids, and it's unfair for me to call them kids. The younger generation, I'm 50 by the way, I know I look about 90, but anyway, giving out advice about the place, and for the record, I've lived here 18 years or something like that, so, and I would never ever consider myself an expert in the place, because I know this place can jump up and bite you in the backside very, very quickly. But you see these kids, and this is my third time in Thailand, and I've no, and this, shut up. My advice to people watching people on TikTok about Thailand is don't pay any attention to them. Thailand, it can be a complicated place, but it's complicated if you make it complicated. You know, and I also see that one of the ones is, I can get a flight to Thailand for 300 quid from the UK. Yeah, you can, but you go with Wizz Air or EasyJet are involved along the way, and you get an 84-hour stopover somewhere. And once EasyJet and stuff like that come into play, but use EasyJet, you get EasyJet services. So that means if a bag gets lost or something like that, you might never get it back. Whereas if you were BA, Emirates, all the big boys, all right, it's 100 quid more, but it gets you here quicker. Same with the hotel prices. People moaning about hotel prices, mate. You're paying half the price you would for whatever equivalent in the UK or Western Europe. Also, and I say this to everyone, here's my advice to people that come to Thailand: get good quality health insurance. If you get cheap health insurance, it's cheap for a reason, right? Because if something goes wrong here, you're in big trouble medically. It's bad. Do not rent a scooter, or they call them motorbikes here, but we'll call them scooters because that's what they are in the UK. Don't rent them, because you might be a fantastic driver on a bike, a motorbike, and it's not that. It's Thais are something like the second worst drivers statistically in the world. It's something along those lines. I'm sure if you Google it, they are bad drivers. Great people, bad drivers, and the roads can be a bit dodgy. Not so much potholes, you get the roads warp and stuff like that. Not everywhere. Like when I was in Phuket recently, the family, they were fine. To contradict myself, there's mine, but that's my own and all that. And also, if you have the slightest scratch on a motorbike, the problems that can cause back with the people you rent you with, it can lead to a whole load of crap. Yeah. Also, one that really annoys me is keep your top on. If you're at a swimming pool, the beach, or in your hotel accommodation with your top off, that's fine. Elsewhere, it's frowned upon. And now, I know people say, but I've asked a Thai about this, and they say it's all right. That's when the Thai face things comes into play. Face is like, it's hard. Thai face is hard to explain. It's like ego, but they'll tell you what you want to hear, kind of. You know, put it this way. My daughters speak 80% fluent English, but the head teacher's kids and my kids, my kids now at college, but the head teacher's kid was in my daughter's class. Couldn't speak a word of English, but she was always first in English in the examinations. You know what I mean? That's the thing, because the teacher would lose face if the head teacher's kid wasn't number one, right? That's a kind of, it's a difficult one to explain, the face thing. It's their own unique thing. But keep your top on and get a SIM card. Also get a SIM card when you get here, but I would hope nowadays people are don't need told this. And there's another thing. This is what triggered me to do this video. Triggered me. I don't like saying that because I'm not triggered. But anyway, I've seen a lot of kids this morning, today. Kids, sorry for saying that. The young team. They've been arrested in somewhere or other, but it's not even a helmet on. And by the way, I saw a guy saying, Thais when they're driving around without their helmets on don't get a fine. Yeah, they do. I've seen, my wife's been done loads of times, the idiot, and the kids are, Dad, Papa, can I get 500 baht? I didn't have my helmet on. You're like, ugh. Trust me, they do. My point was, what was I going to say? There was some kid, I think he was in Phuket at the bottom of Bangladesh, or walking street, whatever you call it. You know, there's a police station at the bend there, the corner. He said he had done something outside the police station. He didn't realise it was a police station, which is fine. I'm assuming he was smoking something. He shouldn't have been outside it. He proceeded to tell us he get arrested, taken inside, and he was told this can happen, that can happen, but they let him away with it. I'm like, that's when the facing comes in. The cops, really, what I'm saying is, if you do something in Thailand and you get away with it, don't post on social media that you get away with it, especially with the police, because I'll tell you something right now, those cops will find you again, and bad things can happen. Financially, you could be in deep trouble. You could be stitched up with something. So don't discredit the cops. If you get away with something here, keep it to yourself and put it in the memory bank, and don't do it again. Thailand's a good place. It's a brilliant place. I've lived here a long time now, but some of the stuff I'm seeing now on TikTok, you're like, oh, come on. And people just come and enjoy the place. You're not giving anyone any advice that they don't already know, and I include myself in this. But get health insurance. Don't rent a motorbike, no matter how good you are, because bad things happen. Get a SIM card and enjoy yourself. The dynamic in Thailand's changed so much. Like I say, I'm 50, but me and my mates that I run about with up in Pattaya, I'm in city Rayong. I won't mention their names. The group that I'm still mates with now, we moved here at like sort of 28, 29, and there was nobody our age, expat around that way. How I earn my money? Excuse me, I work offshore. I'm a chief mechanic in drilling rigs around the world, so I get flown in and out of the country. And that's about I've always felt us that work offshore I don't say live the best life, that sounds snobby, but we live a good life because we go away for 4 weeks and it can be tough going. So what, you deal with it, then you come back for 4 weeks with no money, and we're not exactly minimum wage, you know what I mean? And it's but I'll see some of the people saying, oh, you can live here on 200 quid a month and 200 quid a week. You're like, you can, definitely can, but it's not a good way of living. The people that are telling you that, it's not, it can't be a good night. Because when I go out, and Thailand's not that cheap. When I first moved here, I think, what was it, 78 to 80 baht to the pound, and I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea what it is now. That might sound snobby, but the reason I don't know what it is because I've still got to spend the money. I don't wait until the market's moved. Plus, I've got a UK dollar account. I get paid in dollars usually, so I've got a Bank of Scotland, the Royal Bank of Scotland dollar account in Jersey. I think they moved it to Thailand, man. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But to come out here and try and live like a pauper, if you need to come out and live like that, it means you can't really afford to come here. You want to come here and enjoy yourself. You know, and a lot of the people that the older expats, they come across on here and TikTok and YouTube, etc., as if they're living the best life. And the thing is, we know they're not. We know it's a struggle. They're worrying about where the next income's coming and all that. But it sounds a bit moany, doesn't it, what I'm saying? But if you can come here and enjoy yourself, and like I say, don't pay attention to most of the videos that are posted about Thailand because they're talking crap. They don't have a clue. As I say, me and my mates that have lived here a long time, we will all 100% agree in one thing. None of us have a first clue about this country. It can come up and bite you in the backside in a heartbeat out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And yeah, I can guarantee you, none of us have been to jail. None of us will get into trouble because we know how to behave. There's only one sort of incident I had in the Marine, down the oldest school, the Marine disco down Walking Street, and it was a mate's mate. I was a mate. There was an incident that happened, and that was 15 years ago and all that. And that's the only bit of trouble I've been semi-involved with. But the rest of the time, it's easy not to get into trouble. All right, I've had the speeding fine when I'm driving along the road in the car. The cops pull you over and say you were speeding. All it is, you pay it. You pay the 100 baht, 200 baht fine, whatever it is, and go on with it. That's it. Oh yeah, and make sure you've got an international driving licence before you come. Go in, if you're going to hire a car, go into the post office. I think they're a fiver or something like that with a passport photo, and you'll be sorted. Like I say, I'm sure I probably won't get any views on this anyway, but I'm sure there was people saying I'm talking crap. But those of us that have been here a long time, I can't see anyone really disagreeing with me. But if you've got to count your pennies every day, now I would say you need, if you want to enjoy it. The thing is, I've never been in the backpack world. I couldn't live like that. Backpacker to me says I can't afford to go where I want to go. To be honest with you, I work offshore and I share a room when one guy's off and I'm on shift. And if I'm in the top bunk, it's like, ugh. So I can't imagine living in a room full of 20 sweaty backpackers, you know what I mean? Not knowing if somebody's going to rob you or that. But I'm not saying all backpackers are robbers. Some of them, I've met a few and they're all right. But just come here and enjoy yourself, all right? Cheers.